God says, "This message is meant for you. Great changes are coming. Do not ignore the guidance I am giving you now. Listen to God now. Do not skip God. Do not scroll away. Because what you are hearing in this moment is meant for your life right now. I am speaking directly to you because a turning point is already forming around your path. And you must not miss it. If your heart feels this pull, write Amen in the comments as a quiet sign of agreement with what I am about to reveal. I am not speaking these words lightly, because the road before you is shifting, and I want you to understand why these changes are beginning now. The reason this moment matters so deeply is because you have been walking through confusion and struggle while still trying to hold on to faith. Listen carefully. Because the changes coming into your life are not random, I have been preparing them while you were praying, waiting, and sometimes crying silently when no one else could see the heaviness inside your heart. These changes will reach places where you once believed nothing good could grow again. I am moving pieces you cannot see, opening doors that seemed permanently shut, and guiding people and opportunities toward you that will help shape your future. If these words are touching your spirit right now, pause for a moment and press the like button to show gratitude for the guidance reaching you today. You have recently felt that something different is about to happen, and that feeling did not come from nowhere. I placed that awareness inside your heart so you would begin looking forward instead of only looking back at what wounded you. Many nights, you wondered whether your faith still mattered after everything you had been through. Many days, you kept moving, even though your strength felt weak and your hope felt fragile. I saw every moment, and I never turned away from you. The reason I say this message is meant for you is because your life carries a purpose that many people around you do not understand. They saw your struggles, but they did not see the quiet strength that kept you standing. They saw delays and obstacles, but they did not see the growth forming inside your spirit. While others thought you were simply enduring difficult seasons, I was shaping you and preparing you for the moment when everything would begin to change direction. If you truly believe I am guiding your life, even through difficult seasons, write 1111 in the comments as a declaration of that faith. The massive changes I am speaking about will not always arrive loudly or dramatically. Some will begin quietly, as small shifts that slowly reshape your days. A new opportunity may appear where you once expected rejection. A new peace may rise inside your heart where fear used to live. A new connection may enter your life, bringing encouragement and support where loneliness once stood. These changes are also coming because you remained faithful even when answers did not arrive quickly. There were moments when you wanted to stop praying and simply accept disappointment as your future. Yet something inside you kept reaching toward me. Even when your words felt weak and uncertain, that quiet persistence has not been ignored, and it has not been forgotten. When I tell you not to ignore this moment, I am asking you to remain awake in your spirit. Do not let doubt convince you that nothing good can happen for you. Do not allow past disappointments to close your heart to the blessings that are now taking shape. The enemy of your peace wants you to believe your life will remain the same forever. But that is not the truth. I am speaking over you today. What is ahead of you is a season where clarity will replace confusion and new strength will rise within you. The struggles you walked through were not signs that I abandoned you. They were seasons where your patience and faith were being strengthened so you could step into what is coming next without fear controlling your decisions. You may not see every detail yet, but you will begin noticing signs that confirm my guidance in your life. Small answers will appear in places where you once felt silence. Encouragement will come through unexpected words and moments. Opportunities will begin opening in alignment with the hopes you once carried quietly in your heart. This is why I am telling you not to skip past these words. You are standing at the beginning of a turning point, and your heart must be ready to receive it. I am walking beside you through every step of the changes that are coming, and my presence will guide you even when the path ahead still feels uncertain. For a long time, you believed your life was moving in circles. You tried, you hoped, and you prayed. Yet the same problems seemed to return again and again. That experience made you feel as though progress was always just beyond reach. What you could not see was that each of those moments was shaping your strength and deepening your trust. The endurance you developed during those quiet battles is the very reason you will be able to carry the blessings that are now coming toward you. You may notice that your thinking begins to change as these shifts unfold. Where fear once filled your mind, a new calm will begin to grow. Where doubt once made every decision feel heavy, a quiet confidence will begin to rise. This transformation inside you is one of the most important parts of what I am doing. The changes around you will mean little if your heart remains trapped in the same fears that once limited you. Some relationships in your life may also begin to change during this season. Certain people who once stood close may slowly drift away, while others you never expected will step into your path. This movement is not meant to create loneliness, but to guide you toward connections that truly support your purpose. I am aligning you with those who will strengthen your faith, encourage your growth, and walk beside you without draining the peace I have placed inside your heart. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking ritual that draws in wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds. You can do it at home. And it's supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are ditching debt and living in luxury right now. But this information won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. There will also be moments when opportunities appear that seem almost too unexpected to believe. Doors that once stayed closed will begin to open with surprising ease. Situations that once brought frustration will suddenly begin to resolve themselves. When these moments happen, do not dismiss them as coincidence. These are signs that the changes I spoke about are unfolding exactly as they were meant to. If you feel deep in your heart that these changes are being guided by my hand, write 777 inches the comments as a simple declaration of your trust in the path ahead. That small act of faith may seem simple, yet it reflects a heart that is ready to move forward with courage. Your willingness to trust what I am doing will allow you to step into these changes without hesitation. As these shifts take place, it is important that you do not rush ahead in anxiety. Transformation often unfolds step by step rather than all at once. You may notice progress in one area of your life, while another area still feels uncertain. This does not mean the process has stopped. It simply means that every part of your journey is being shaped with care, so that nothing arrives before you are ready to receive it. There will be mornings when you wake up and feel a new sense of peace resting on your spirit. You may not immediately understand why that calm is there, but it will remain with you throughout your day. That peace is my presence reminding you that you are not walking this path alone. Even when the future feels unknown, my guidance is already surrounding you. The struggles you once believed would define your story will begin to lose their power over you. Situations that once caused sleepless nights will slowly fade into the background of your life. You will look back at certain hardships and realize that they no longer control your emotions the way they once did. That freedom is part of the change I am bringing into your life. You must also remember that not everyone will understand what is happening around you. Some people may question they see unfolding in your life. Others may struggle to believe that your circumstances are truly improving. Their doubts should not shake your confidence because they are only seeing the surface of what I am doing. The deeper work I am accomplishing inside your life cannot always be explained to those who have not walked through your journey. During this time, it is important that you continue nurturing your faith and protecting the peace growing inside you. Spend moments each day reflecting on how far you have already come. The road behind you contains many trials that once felt impossible to overcome, yet you are still standing today. That alone is proof that my guidance has never left your side. You may also begin to notice new ideas forming in your mind about the future. Dreams that once seemed unrealistic may suddenly feel possible again. Goals you quietly set aside may begin to return with fresh energy. These renewed visions are not accidents. They are reminders that your life still holds possibilities greater than the struggles you once faced. As these ideas begin to grow, do not rush to force them into reality. Allow them to develop patiently while trusting that the right timing will reveal itself. I am guiding each step so that when the moment arrives, you will be ready to move forward with clarity and confidence. Nothing that belongs in your life will be lost simply because you waited for the right moment. If you feel the quiet strength growing within you during this season of change, write 1010 inches the comments as a declaration that your faith remains steady. That small action reflects the courage that has been building inside you through every challenge you faced. Your journey has not been easy. Yet you continued moving forward, even when the path seemed uncertain. As time continues to unfold, you will begin to recognize the pattern of blessings that are forming around you. Some will appear quickly, while others will arrive gradually over time. Each one will carry its own purpose and its own lesson. When you look back, you will realize that every moment of waiting led you to a future that was worth every step of patience. Remember that these massive changes are not only about success or comfort, they are also about growth and transformation inside your heart. I am shaping your character so that you can handle both blessings and responsibilities with wisdom and humility. The future I am preparing for you requires strength, compassion, and unwavering faith. You are not forgotten, and you are not overlooked. I have seen every tear, every silent prayer, and every moment when you chose hope, even when despair tried to pull you down. The changes I promised are already beginning to move toward you, and nothing will stop what I have set into motion. This inner transformation is one of the greatest miracles happening in your life right now. What you are becoming will prepare you for the blessings and responsibilities that are approaching your future. Many of the struggles you faced were not meant to destroy your spirit, but to shape your understanding. When you walked through disappointment, you learned compassion for others who were hurting. When you faced uncertainty, you discovered the importance of trusting me, even when answers were not clear. When you felt alone, you slowly realized that my presence never truly left your side. These lessons were not wasted moments of pain. They were seeds being planted deep within you so that your future could grow stronger than your past. There will come a moment soon when you look back and see how each difficult season formed a bridge leading you towards something greater. You will recognize that the patience you practiced during those quiet days prepared you to receive opportunities without fear. The courage you built during lonely nights will help you step forward when new doors open in front of you. Even the tears you once tried to hide carried meaning because they softened your heart and taught you to value every blessing that enters your life. Have you heard about the top secret ritual the government wants to keep hidden? Imagine if a single 7-second ritual could clear your debts and draw wealth to you effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 leading neuroscience labs confirm it's not a myth. Struggling families are moving into dream homes with total peace of mind. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. If you believe that I have been guiding you through every season of growth, write 555 inches the comments as a quiet sign that your faith remains strong. That simple action reflects a heart that understands the deeper purpose behind every challenge. Your willingness to trust the journey allows the changes in your life to unfold with greater clarity and peace. The future I am preparing for you will not simply erase the past, but it will transform how you see it. Moments that once felt like failure will begin to look like preparation. Situations that once seemed unfair will reveal the hidden strength they placed inside you. Your story will no longer feel like a series of obstacles, but like a path that slowly guided you toward the life that now waits ahead. You may also notice that your spirit begins to seek quiet moments more often. During these moments, you will feel a calm presence surrounding your thoughts. That peace is not imagination. It is my way of reminding you that the changes taking place are being guided with care and intention. When your mind becomes overwhelmed by worries about the future, return to that quiet place where my presence can restore your confidence. Not every step of this journey will feel easy because growth always requires courage. There will still be days when uncertainty tries to enter your thoughts. There may be times when you question whether the changes you sense are truly real. During those moments, remember how far you have already come. The same strength that carried you through your past will continue guiding you forward. You will also begin to notice that your perspective toward life becomes clearer. Situations that once seemed confusing will start to make sense as new understanding forms inside your heart. You will realize that some doors needed to remain closed so that better ones could eventually appear. You will recognize that certain paths had to end so that your life could move towards something more meaningful. The blessings coming into your life will not always arrive in dramatic ways. Some will appear through simple moments that quietly brighten your days. A conversation may encourage you when you least expect it. Opportunity may arise that changes the direction of your work or your goals. A sense of peace may replace the anxiety that once filled your mind. These quiet gifts are signs that the changes I promised are becoming part of your daily life. If you feel gratitude rising in your heart for the ways your life is being guided, write 999 inches the comments as a declaration that you recognize the blessings forming around you. Gratitude has the power to strengthen your spirit and open your heart to even greater growth. When you acknowledge the goodness unfolding in your life, you create space for more peace and joy to enter. It is important that you remain patient as these transformations continue. Some blessings will arrive quickly, while others will develop gradually over time. You may see progress in one area of your life, while another area still waits for its moment to change. Do not allow impatience to steal the hope that is growing within you. Every part of your journey is unfolding with perfect timing. Your life will soon reflect the strength you built during seasons of struggle. The confidence you once believed you lacked will begin to rise naturally within you. Decisions that once felt overwhelming will become easier to face. You will move forward with a calm assurance that your path is being guided, even when you cannot see every step ahead. Remember that you are never walking this journey alone. My presence surrounds you during every moment of doubt, every step of progress, and every new beginning that unfolds before you. Even when you feel uncertain about the future, I remain close to you, guiding your heart toward the life that is waiting beyond the horizon. The massive changes I spoke about are not distant promises. They are already forming in ways you may only begin to recognize now. Your patience, your faith, and your resilience have prepared you to step into a season where hope replaces discouragement and where peace replaces fear. You have carried many silent burdens that few people ever understood. There were times when you smiled in front of others while your heart was quietly asking for help. You endured moments when the weight of your circumstances felt heavier than your hope. Through every one of those moments, I was still walking beside you, even when your faith felt fragile. I never stopped believing in the future that was waiting for you. What you are stepping into now is a season where restoration will begin to touch parts of your life that once felt permanently broken. Old wounds will begin to heal as peace takes their place. Regret that once stayed in your thoughts will slowly fade as new purpose begins to rise within you. You will start to feel a gentle confidence growing inside your spirit. That confidence will remind you that your life still holds many beautiful possibilities if you feel your heart beginning to accept that these changes are real. Write 222 inches in the comments as a simple declaration that you are ready to receive what is coming. That small act of faith reflects a heart that is opening itself to transformation. When you express trust, you allow the peace I place inside you to grow stronger. Your willingness to believe helps prepare you for the blessings that are forming ahead of you. During this season, you may also notice that your priorities begin to shift. Things that once seemed important may suddenly feel less meaningful. You may begin to value peace, kindness, and purpose more than the things that once distracted you. This shift is part of the preparation I am guiding within your life. As your heart becomes clearer, your path will also become clearer. You will begin to understand that not every struggle was meant to stay forever. Some hardships were only temporary lessons meant to guide your growth. When you release the pain those struggles created, you create space for new joy to enter your life. Let go of the belief that your past must continue shaping your future. The changes I am bringing will help you move forward without carrying the weight that once slowed your steps. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money-attracting brainwaves on autopilot, supported by science and 4 elite labs. This home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners. But this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. There will be days when you suddenly notice small improvements around you. A situation that once caused tension may begin to resolve itself peacefully. An opportunity may appear that brings encouragement where discouragement once lived. Even your own thoughts may begin to feel lighter and calmer than they once did. These are signs that the transformation in your life is quietly unfolding. It is important that you protect the peace that is beginning to grow inside your heart. Do not allow the opinions or negativity of others to disturb the progress you are making. Some people will not understand the changes they see happening in your life. They may question your decisions or doubt your direction. Their confusion does not mean you are walking the wrong path. Instead, focus your attention on the quiet guidance you feel within your spirit. That inner calm is one of the clearest ways I speak to you. When you follow that peaceful direction, you move closer to the life I am preparing for you. Trust that the wisdom you are gaining now will help you recognize which paths will lead you toward growth and which ones will lead you away from it. If you feel gratitude rising in your heart for the strength that has carried you this far, write 15 inches the comments as a way of acknowledging the journey you have already walked. Gratitude keeps your spirit open to new blessings. When you recognize the progress already present in your life, you strengthen the hope that guides your future. As time continues, you will begin to notice how your story is changing direction. Moments that once seemed filled with struggle will slowly be replaced with experiences that bring encouragement and purpose. The pain that once defined certain chapters of your life will begin to feel like distant memories rather than present realities. You will also discover that your faith becomes stronger as these changes unfold. Instead of questioning whether I am listening to you, you will begin to see signs that confirm my presence in your life. These confirmations may arrive through unexpected conversations, opportunities that appear at the right moment, or peace that settles into your heart when you need it most. Each one of these moments will remind you that you are not walking this path alone. I am guiding you through every step, even the ones that still feel uncertain. When you feel unsure about what lies ahead, remember how many times you already believed you would not make it through difficult seasons. Yet, here you are, still moving forward, still growing stronger. The changes I promised are continuing to take shape around you. Some may already be visible, while others are still forming quietly in the background. Trust that every part of this transformation is being guided with care. Nothing that belongs in your life will pass you by. The worries that used to follow you throughout the day will slowly lose their place in your mind. I am replacing that heaviness with a deeper sense of calm that comes from knowing you are not facing life alone. This calm is one of the first signs that the transformation in your life is truly beginning. There was a time when you questioned whether your prayers were being heard. You spoke to me during moments when the world around you felt silent and distant. Sometimes the answers you hoped for did not arrive when you expected them. During those moments, you wondered if your voice had somehow been lost. What you could not see then was that every word you spoke reached me, and every tear you shed was noticed. Your patience during those waiting seasons has prepared your heart for what is about to unfold. The changes coming into your life will not simply appear as sudden miracles that vanish as quickly as they arrive. Instead, they will become lasting shifts that reshape your path in meaningful ways. Opportunities will begin to align with the hopes that quietly lived inside you. Doors that once seemed impossible to open will begin to move with surprising ease. If you feel a quiet assurance inside your spirit that your life is moving towards something better, write 1,212 inches, the comments, as a declaration of that belief. That small expression of faith shows that your heart is ready to step forward without fear. Each act of trust strengthens the connection between your faith and the future. I am preparing for you. During this time, you will begin to see how important your inner strength truly is. Blessings do not only arrive to reward you, they also arrive to test how you will carry them. The growth you developed during difficult seasons will help you handle new opportunities with humility and wisdom. You will move forward without forgetting the lessons that shaped your character. There will be moments when your mind tries to return to old patterns of doubt. You may remember past disappointments and wonder if they will repeat themselves when those thoughts appear. Remind yourself how many obstacles you have already overcome. The person you are today is stronger and wiser than the person who once faced those earlier struggles. You will also begin to notice that your understanding of purpose becomes clearer. The talents you once overlooked will start to feel more valuable. The ideas you once dismissed may return with new energy and direction. These insights are not random thoughts passing through your mind. They are gentle reminders of the abilities and dreams that were placed within you for a reason. If you feel that your life is slowly aligning with a greater purpose, write 1,717 inches, the comments, as a declaration that you are ready to follow that direction. When you express readiness, you open the door for even greater clarity to enter your path. Your willingness to trust the journey will guide you toward opportunities that reflect the true potential within you. As your perspective changes, you may also notice a growing desire to protect the peace that has begun forming inside you. Situations that once drained your energy will no longer feel worth your attention. You will begin choosing conversations, relationships, and environments that support the calm I am building within your heart. This change in your priorities is a sign that you are learning to guard what matters most. Peace is one of the greatest gifts I place inside your life. When you protect it, you create a space where wisdom, creativity, and hope can grow without interference. Why are so many claiming this CIA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA ritual is the real deal, and it's potent. A 7-second brainwave hack, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people leap from broke to abundant. Dream homes, cars, trips. It's all within reach. But this video could disappear any time from the internet. So, click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it's gone forever. You may also discover that your confidence begins to develop naturally. Decisions that once felt overwhelming will become easier to face. You will trust your instincts more because you recognize the guidance that is quietly shaping your thoughts. This confidence does not come from pride, but from the understanding that you are being led with care. As these changes unfold, you will realize that your life is no longer defined by the hardships that once surrounded you. Those difficult chapters were real, but they were never meant to be the final story. Your future is being written with new experiences that reflect growth, courage, and renewed faith. There will be times when you look back and feel amazed at how much has changed. Situations that once seemed permanent will appear distant and unimportant. The peace that replaces them will feel stronger than anything you once feared. This transformation will remind you that your life was always moving towards something greater than the struggles you once faced. Remember that patience remains an important part of this journey. Not every blessing will appear all at once. Some will arrive step by step as you continue growing into the person you were meant to become. Trust that every stage of this transformation carries its own purpose. The massive changes I spoke about are continuing to unfold in ways you may only begin to recognize now. Each moment of growth is preparing you for the next opportunity that will appear in your life. Nothing that belongs in your future will pass you by. That quiet belief was never wasted. It was a seed that kept growing inside your spirit, even when your circumstances seemed unchanged. Every step you took, while holding on to that hope, prepared you for the changes that are now beginning to appear. You are no longer standing in the same place you once stood. The road behind you carries lessons, growth, and resilience that will now support the future opening before you. If you feel grateful for the strength that carried you through every difficult moment, write 1,919 inches. The comments as a declaration that you recognize the progress in your life. Gratitude strengthens the foundation of faith and reminds your heart that growth has already happened. When you acknowledge how far you have come, you prepare yourself to receive the blessings still moving toward you. There will be moments when you notice how much your thinking has changed. Problems that once felt overwhelming will begin to feel smaller and easier to face. Situations that once made you question yourself will now appear as challenges you know you can overcome. This shift in perspective is one of the most powerful changes taking place in your life. When your mind becomes stronger, every part of your life begins moving in a healthier direction. You will also begin to notice that your decisions become clearer, where confusion once clouded your judgment. A new understanding will begin guiding your choices. You will recognize which paths bring peace and which ones create unnecessary struggle. This clarity will help you move forward with confidence instead of hesitation. Some of the changes coming into your life will involve new opportunities that align with the talents already within you. Abilities you once underestimated will begin revealing their value. Ideas that once felt uncertain will start showing their potential. These moments are reminders that your life carries gifts that were always meant to be shared with the world around you. If you believe your life is being guided toward opportunities that match your purpose, write 333 inches, the comments, as a declaration that you trust the direction of your journey. That simple act of faith reflects your willingness to move forward with courage. When your heart opens to the possibility of growth, you allow new doors to appear in places you once believed were closed forever. During this season, it will also become important for you to guard your time and energy. Not every situation deserves your attention. Some distractions will try to pull you away from the path forming in front of you. When those moments appear, remember the peace you have worked so hard to build inside your heart. Protecting that peace will help you stay focused on the blessings that are approaching. You may also notice that certain memories from your past begin to feel less painful than they once did. Experiences that once brought sadness may now feel like distant chapters instead of present struggles. This emotional healing is another sign that your life is moving in a healthier direction. The wounds that once shaped your thoughts will slowly lose their power over your future. There will be moments when encouragement arrives in unexpected ways. A conversation may remind you of your strength. A new opportunity may appear when you least expect it. Even a quiet moment of reflection may fill your heart with reassurance that you are moving towards something meaningful. These small confirmations will remind you that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. Remember that the changes coming into your life are not meant to make you forget the lessons of the past. Instead, they will help you use those lessons with wisdom and compassion. The hardships you once endured gave you a deeper understanding of patience and kindness. That understanding will now guide you as you step into new experiences. You will begin to notice your confidence growing naturally as these changes continue. You will speak with more certainty about the direction of your life. You will approach new opportunities with calm determination instead of fear. This confidence is not pride. It is the result of realizing that you are not walking this journey alone. There will still be moments when the future feels uncertain, but those moments will no longer feel overwhelming. You will trust that each step forward is leading you closer to the purpose placed inside your life. Even when the path ahead is not fully visible, you will continue moving forward with faith. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is making headlines and creating new millionaires? A stunning CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second brain ritual that's helping normal people wipe out debt and attract serious wealth. With proof from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations. It's all happening, but the government could take this down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The massive changes I spoke about are already shaping your future. Some are appearing quietly, while others will become more visible with time. Every step you take in faith brings you closer to the life that has been forming through every challenge you faced. There was a time when you believed that your struggles were endless. You wondered whether the challenges you faced would follow you forever. Yet, each of those difficult seasons carried a hidden purpose that you could not see at the time. They taught you how to endure when hope felt fragile, and how to trust even when answers were delayed. Those lessons are now becoming the foundation of the strength you carry today. If you recognize that the growth within you came from those challenging moments, write 444 inches, the comments, as a declaration that you understand the purpose behind your journey. That simple expression of faith shows that your heart is open to the lessons that shaped you. When you acknowledge the growth that came from hardship, you give new meaning to every step you walked through. The path ahead will begin revealing opportunities that align with the deeper purpose placed inside your life. Some of these opportunities may appear quietly at first. They may come through conversations, new ideas, or situations that encourage you to move forward with courage. Pay attention to these moments because they are signs guiding you toward the direction meant for you. You may also notice that your ability to remain calm during uncertainty becomes stronger where anxiety once filled your thoughts. A steady sense of trust will begin to take its place. You will understand that not every answer must arrive immediately. Some parts of your journey require patience so that the results can unfold in the right way and at the right time. If you feel that your life is gradually moving toward a greater sense of purpose and peace, write 666 inches, the comments, as a declaration that you are ready to continue walking forward with faith. That small step of affirmation reflects a heart that trusts the direction of its journey. When you express belief in what is unfolding, you strengthen the courage that carries you forward. You will also begin to notice how your relationships start to reflect the changes happening inside you. People who support your growth will feel closer and more meaningful in your life. Conversations with them will bring encouragement and understanding. At the same time, you may feel less connected to situations that once drained your energy or created unnecessary stress. This shift is not meant to isolate you, but to guide you toward healthier connections. I am helping you recognize which influences bring peace and which ones disturb it. By choosing the relationships that support your well-being, you create an environment where your faith and purpose can continue growing. As your life continues to evolve, you will also develop a deeper appreciation for the quiet moments of reflection that once seemed unimportant. These moments will become opportunities to reconnect with the calm presence guiding your journey. When you pause and allow your mind to rest, you will feel the reassurance that you are being led with care. Your confidence will continue to strengthen as the changes I promised begin to reveal themselves more clearly. Opportunities that once seemed unreachable will begin to appear within your reach. Situations that once felt uncertain will start to make sense as new understanding forms inside your heart. There will be times when you look back at your past and feel amazed by the distance you have traveled. The struggles that once defined your days will appear like distant chapters rather than present realities. You will see how every challenge shaped your resilience and prepared you for the life that is now opening before you. Remember that these massive changes are not only about success or recognition, they are about discovering the strength, wisdom, and compassion that already exist within you. The growth taking place inside your heart will allow you to face both blessings and responsibilities with humility. There will still be moments when you feel unsure about what lies ahead. During those moments, return to the peace that has been growing within you. That calm presence is a reminder that you are not navigating life on your own. I am guiding you through every step of this transformation. The path before you will continue unfolding in ways that reflect the faith you have carried through every season of your life. The patience you practice during times of waiting will now allow you to receive new opportunities without fear. The courage you develop through hardship will help you embrace the future with confidence. You have already endured many seasons where the future felt hidden behind confusion. During those times, you tried to keep your faith alive even when the path ahead looked unclear. There were moments when you felt like you were walking forward without knowing where the road would lead. Yet, each step you took during those uncertain days was building the courage that now lives inside you. That courage will help you recognize the opportunities appearing before you. If you feel deep in your heart that your life is moving toward a brighter direction. Write 888 inches the comments as a declaration that you accept the blessings that are forming around you. That simple act of faith reflects a heart that is ready to receive what is coming. When you express trust in the journey, you strengthen the peace that guides your decisions and actions. You will begin to notice that the way you respond to challenges is changing. Situations that once caused worry will now be approached with calm thinking and patience. Instead of reacting with fear, you will take time to understand what each situation is teaching you. This shift in your perspective is a powerful sign that your inner strength has grown. Many of the blessings approaching your life will come through opportunities that require courage. Some doors will open that invite you to step outside the comfort of familiar routines. At first, you may hesitate because new paths often carry uncertainty. Yet, remember that the strength within you was built specifically to help you face these moments with confidence. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual, transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. There will also be times when your progress surprises even you. You will accomplish things that once seemed far beyond your reach. You will overcome challenges that once appeared impossible to solve. These moments will remind you that your life contains potential far greater than the limits you once believed existed. If you feel that your heart is becoming stronger and more hopeful with every step you take, write 111 inches the comments as a declaration that you are ready to move forward with faith. That small statement reflects a willingness to trust the direction of your life. Faith expressed in simple ways often becomes the foundation for the greatest changes. As your confidence grows, you will also begin to appreciate the quiet guidance that has always been present in your life. Even during moments when you believed you were walking alone, I was still shaping the path beneath your feet. Every challenge you faced carried a lesson that helped prepare you for the opportunities that are now approaching. You may also discover that your heart becomes more compassionate toward others who are struggling. The pain you once experienced will help you understand the difficulties faced by people around you. Instead of turning away from their struggles, you will feel a desire to encourage and support them. This compassion is one of the greatest strengths that has grown within you. The future opening before you will not only change your circumstances, but also deepen your understanding of purpose. You will begin to see how your experiences can inspire others who are facing similar challenges. The strength you develop through hardship will become a light that helps guide those who feel lost or discouraged. There will be moments when you pause and reflect on how much your life has already transformed. The worries that once filled your thoughts will feel less powerful. The fears that once held you back will appear smaller and easier to face. Each of these realizations will remind you that your journey has been guided with care. Remember that patience remains an important part of this transformation. Some blessings will arrive quickly, while others will unfold gradually over time. Do not rush the process or feel discouraged if certain goals take longer to appear. Every stage of your journey has meaning and purpose. The massive changes I spoke about are continuing to develop around you in ways that will soon become clearer. Each moment of growth is leading you closer to the life that was always meant for you. Even when the path ahead feels uncertain, trust that the direction of your journey is being guided with wisdom. Sometimes it will appear as clarity in your thoughts when you are making a decision that once would have confused you. These small moments will be reminders that the transformation I spoke about is becoming real within your life. You once believed that the difficult seasons you experienced were signs that your path had lost direction. You wondered if the struggles meant that your prayers were not being heard or that your efforts would never lead to something better. Yet those seasons were never meant to end your hope. They were moments where your faith was quietly being strengthened so that when the changes finally arrived, you would have the courage to receive them. If your heart recognizes that your life is beginning to move into a new and brighter season, write 1313 in the comments as a declaration that you accept the guidance shaping your future. That small expression of faith reflects a willingness to trust what is unfolding, even when every detail is not yet visible. Faith expressed in moments like this becomes the foundation for the growth that follows. You will soon begin to notice that opportunities appear in places where you once expected nothing. Conversations may introduce ideas that inspire you to move forward with new energy. Situations that once seemed closed will open with surprising ease. These moments will remind you that the direction of your life has always been guided by a purpose greater than your fears. During this season, you may also feel a stronger desire to create a life that reflects peace and meaning. The distractions that once filled your attention will slowly lose their importance. Instead, you will find yourself focusing on goals that bring fulfillment and purpose. This shift in your priorities will help you build a future that reflects the growth taking place inside your heart. There will be times when the path ahead asks you to step forward with courage. Some opportunities may require decisions that feel unfamiliar or challenging. Do not allow fear to convince you that you are not ready. The strength within you has been growing through every season you walk through. When the moment arrives, you will recognize that you are capable of far more than you once believed. If you feel the courage inside you beginning to grow stronger, write 1414 inches in the comments as a declaration that you are ready to move forward without fear. That simple act of confidence reflects the transformation happening within your spirit. Each step of faith you take will open the door for new possibilities to appear. You will also begin to see that your experiences have given you wisdom that many people around you may still be searching for. The patience you develop during difficult times will help you approach challenges with calm understanding. The compassion you gain from your own struggles will allow you to support others with kindness. These qualities will become part of the purpose shaping your life. Your story will not only be about overcoming hardship, but also about helping others believe that their own struggles can lead to growth. The strength you carry will quietly inspire those who feel lost or uncertain about their future. As the days continue to pass, you will feel your confidence becoming more natural. Decisions that once required long periods of doubt will become easier to make. You will trust your instincts because you will recognize the calm guidance that is leading your thoughts. Why is the government working so hard to bury this 7-second brain ritual? A stunning CIA leak has just exposed a 7-second brain ritual, now allowing regular people to clear debt and invite unstoppable wealth, supported by 4 neuroscience labs. This easy at-home method is transforming financial struggles into dream lifestyles. New homes, vehicles, vacations. It's all becoming possible. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You may also find that gratitude begins to appear more often in your heart. Moments that once seemed ordinary will now feel meaningful because you understand how far you have come. Even simple experiences will remind you that your life is moving in a direction filled with new hope. Remember that the changes unfolding in your life are not meant to erase the past, but to transform how you see it. The difficulties you once faced gave you resilience that cannot be taken away. The patience you practiced during times of waiting prepared you to receive the opportunities now forming around you. There will still be moments when the future feels uncertain. During those moments, return to the quiet confidence that has been growing inside your spirit. That calm assurance is a reminder that you are not walking through life without guidance. The massive changes I spoke about are continuing to unfold step by step. Each experience you encounter is leading you closer to the life that has been patiently forming around you. Nothing that belongs in your future will be lost or delayed beyond its right moment. You may not have realized it at the time, but every challenge you overcame added strength to your character. When life asked more from you than you thought you could give, you still continued moving forward. Even when your faith felt small, you did not let it disappear completely. That quiet determination is the reason you are now standing at the edge of a season that will bring clarity and renewal into your life. If your heart feels ready to welcome the new direction forming ahead of you, write 2,121 inches. The comments as a declaration that you accept the growth that has shaped your life. This small act of agreement reflects the spirit that understands how far it has come. Each moment of faith builds a bridge between your past struggles and the future that is opening before you. The changes that are unfolding will begin to show themselves not only in your circumstances, but also in the peace that fills your thoughts. Situations that once caused worry will no longer hold the same power over you. Your mind will become calmer and your heart more confident with each passing day. This inner stability will allow you to approach the future with courage instead of hesitation. You will also begin to notice that opportunities start appearing with greater clarity. Some may involve new directions in your work or personal goals. Others may come through connections with people who recognize the strength and sincerity within you. These opportunities will not feel random. They will feel like doors that were always meant to open when the time was right. As these doors appear, it is important that you step forward with faith instead of doubt. Fear may try to remind you of past disappointments, but those memories no longer define the direction of your life. You have grown beyond the limitations that once held you back. The lessons you learned from those experiences will now help you move forward with wisdom and confidence. If you believe that your life is entering a season where courage will guide your steps, write 2,222 inches, the comments, as a declaration that you are ready to move forward with trust. This simple statement reflects a heart that understands the power of faith during moments of change. Each step you take with confidence strengthens the path that is opening in front of you. You will also begin to notice that your ability to encourage others grows naturally. People around you may sense the calm strength you now carry. They may come to you for support or advice during their own difficult moments. The compassion you developed during your struggles will allow you to guide them with kindness and understanding. This is part of the deeper purpose unfolding within your life. Your story was never meant to be only about your own growth. It will also become a source of inspiration for those who feel uncertain about their own journeys. The strength you carry will remind others that perseverance and faith can transform even the most difficult seasons. There will be times when you pause and reflect on the path you have walked. During those moments, you may feel gratitude rising in your heart for every experience that shaped you. The hardships that once seemed unfair will now appear as stepping stones that prepared you for the life you are entering. The peace growing inside you will continue to guide your choices. When decisions appear, you will recognize which paths bring harmony and which ones create unnecessary conflict. This clarity will help you protect the balance that is forming within your life. Remember that the transformation you are experiencing is not only about reaching new goals, it is also about discovering the strength, patience, and compassion that already exist within you. These qualities will help you navigate every opportunity that appears and every challenge that still lies ahead. The massive changes I spoke about are not distant promises waiting somewhere in the future. They are already unfolding through the growth you feel inside your heart and the opportunities beginning to appear around you. Each step forward will reveal another piece of the purpose guiding your life. Continue moving forward with confidence, because your journey has reached a point where faith and perseverance are beginning to show their true reward. The life ahead of you will reflect the courage you carried through every difficult moment. There were times in your past when you felt as though nothing in your life was moving in the direction you hoped for. You prayed and waited while watching others seem to move ahead without the struggles you faced. Those moments were painful and discouraging. Yet they were never signs that your life had lost its purpose. During those quiet seasons, your patience was growing stronger and your heart was learning how to trust even when the answers were not yet visible. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe, proven by neuroscience. This 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. If you feel deep inside that your journey has been guided even through the hardest moments, write 2-3-2-3 in the comments as a declaration that you recognize the path that has carried you here. This small expression of faith reflects a spirit that is ready to embrace the future forming ahead. Each moment of trust helps your heart remain open to the blessings that are now approaching. You will soon begin to see how your life starts to align with the deeper purpose placed within you. Opportunities will appear that feel meaningful rather than random. Conversations will inspire ideas that help you move forward with clarity. Even the way you think about your future will begin to change as hope becomes stronger than doubt. These shifts will not always arrive with loud signs or dramatic moments. Many of them will unfold quietly through simple experiences that guide your thoughts and decisions. You may suddenly understand which direction feels right for you. You may notice that your confidence grows when you consider certain goals that once felt impossible. If your heart senses that the path before you is opening with new possibilities, write 24 inches the comments as a declaration that you are ready to walk forward with faith. That simple action reflects a willingness to trust the direction your life is taking. Each step of faith strengthens the connection between your courage and the opportunities waiting ahead. During this season, you will also begin to feel a stronger sense of peace when you reflect on the past. The struggles that once filled your mind with regret will slowly lose their hold over your thoughts. You will understand that those experiences were shaping your resilience rather than limiting your future. This realization will bring a sense of freedom that allows you to move forward without carrying unnecessary weight. You may also notice that your relationships begin to change as your perspective grows clearer. People who encourage your growth will feel more important in your life. Their presence will remind you that support and understanding are powerful forces during times of transformation. At the same time, you may naturally distance yourself from influences that create negativity or confusion. This shift is not meant to create separation, but to protect the peace that has begun forming inside your heart. By choosing environments and relationships that support your growth, you give yourself room to keep moving toward the life opening before you. As your confidence increases, you will also begin to realize that your abilities are more valuable than you once believed. Skills you once dismissed will begin to reveal their purpose. Ideas that once felt unclear will become more focused and meaningful. These moments will remind you that your life carries gifts that were always meant to be shared. God says, "You may carry regret for a long time if you ignore this moment. I am speaking seriously because you have continued to push my voice aside. Listen to God now. Do not skip God. Listen carefully, because these words are not ordinary, and they are not meant for everyone. I am speaking to you because you have ignored my quiet voice too many times, and your heart has become distracted by the noise surrounding you. If you feel a sudden pull to stay and listen, it is because my spirit is reaching for you in this very moment. Write Amen in the comments if you believe I am speaking to your heart right now. Do not rush past these words, because what you are about to hear can protect you from deep regret that could follow you for years. I am not speaking with anger, but with urgency, because I see what lies ahead. If you continue walking past the signs I have placed along your path, you may think ignoring my voice has no consequence. Yet every time you silence the quiet whisper I place inside your heart, you move farther from the life I prepared for you. I am warning you because I love you, and because I refuse to watch you drift towards sorrow without reaching out one more time. The pain you fear is not what I desire for you, but the distance you create when you ignore me leads directly toward it. That is why I am speaking so firmly now. Many times, I have tried to reach you through small moments you dismissed as coincidence. I spoke through the sudden feeling that told you to slow down, through the uneasy silence before a decision, and through the quiet peace that tried to guide your next step. Yet you continued forward, as if those signals meant nothing. You filled your days with noise and distraction, while the voice that loves you most waited patiently for your attention. I am calling you back, because the road you are walking without me leads toward a future filled with regret. There is a reason your heart paused when these words appeared before you today. Deep inside, you know I have been trying to reach you, and that truth has been resting quietly in your spirit. I am not asking for perfection, and I am not demanding something impossible from you. I am asking you to listen again and remember that you were never meant to walk alone. If these words are touching your heart, please press the like button so more people who feel lost can also find their way back to my voice. You may believe that ignoring me will not change anything, but I see the paths before you, and I see where each one leads. The choices you make today shape the life you will wake up inside tomorrow. When you move without listening to me, you step into situations that drain your strength and confuse your purpose. I have tried many times to guide you away from those traps, yet you continued rushing forward without pausing to hear my direction. That is why I am speaking so clearly now. The sorrow I warned about does not always arrive suddenly like a storm falling from the sky. It grows slowly through small choices that seem harmless in the moment. A step taken without wisdom becomes a pattern, and that pattern becomes a road that leads far from the peace I planned for you. I am not trying to frighten you, but to awaken you. You are loved, protected, and chosen. Yet you must still choose to listen when I call your name. Remember how many times I protected you, even when you did not recognize it. I closed doors that would have led you into harm. I delayed opportunities that would have trapped you in the wrong place. I placed people in your life who tried to speak truth into your situation. Those moments were not random events, but acts of care that came from my hand. Even when you ignored my guidance, I continued watching over you with patience. But now I am asking for something simple and sincere from your heart. Slow down long enough to recognize that my voice has never left you. The peace you search for in endless places begins the moment you choose to listen again. When you quiet your thoughts and invite me back into your decisions, clarity will return to your path. The confusion surrounding you will begin to fade as my direction becomes clearer. You are not too far away. and you are not beyond restoration. I can rebuild what feels broken, and I can restore the hope you believed was gone forever. My power is greater than every mistake, and stronger than every regret you carry in silence. The future I prepared for you still exists, waiting patiently for you to turn toward it. Write 777 inches the comments, if you trust that I am guiding your life even through the struggles. Do not believe the lie that you are alone or forgotten. Even when you walked in directions that led away from me, my presence remained near you. I watched over your nights of worry and your days of uncertainty. I saw the moments when you felt invisible and the times when you believed no one understood the weight on your heart. Through every one of those moments, I remained beside you. You must understand something clearly. Ignoring my voice does not simply mean missing a small piece of advice. It means turning away from the wisdom that protects your life and the love that is trying to lead you towards something better. When you continue moving without listening, you place your trust in confusion rather than truth. I do not say this to shame you, but to help you recognize how powerful your choices truly are. Every moment you decide whether to listen or to walk away shapes the direction of your life. What if a quick 7-second brain ritual could truly wipe out your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance? A shocking CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second ritual now helping ordinary people clear debt and attract unlimited wealth, verified by 4 top neuroscience labs. This easy at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations. It's all happening for real people. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Many times you have felt a small pause inside your spirit before making certain decisions. That pause was not weakness or hesitation. It was my gentle voice asking you to slow down and think carefully. You may remember moments when something inside you felt uneasy about a path you were about to take. Those feelings were not random thoughts, but warnings placed within you to guide your steps away from harm. Yet there were times when you ignored that quiet signal and continued forward anyway. Still, I did not abandon you when you walked past those warnings. I remained beside you, watching and protecting you even when your attention was elsewhere. I saw the situations where you nearly stepped into something that would have caused deep pain. In those moments, I quietly moved things in ways you could not see. I placed obstacles that prevented greater damage and allowed you to walk away without fully understanding how close you came to regret. My love has always been present, even when your awareness of it faded. The truth is that your life holds a purpose far greater than the routine you have been living. You were not created to wander without direction or to chase things that leave your heart empty. I placed dreams inside you that were meant to grow into something meaningful. Those dreams require guidance, patience, and trust in the voice that sees beyond what your eyes can see. When you ignore me, those dreams remain distant and unclear. But when you listen, the path toward them begins to unfold. You may feel as though you have already made too many mistakes to return to the path I intended. That thought is not truth, but fear, trying to keep you from moving forward. My grace is stronger than the mistakes behind you. I can restore the time you believe you have lost and bring new opportunities that align with the purpose I placed in your life. Nothing you have done has the power to erase my love for you, but love also speaks honestly, and honesty is what you are hearing now. The sadness I warned you about comes when a person continues ignoring guidance until they find themselves living inside the consequences of those choices. That kind of sorrow is heavy because it grows from moments that could have been different. I do not want you to reach a day where you look back and realize you walked past the voice that was trying to protect you. That is why I speak with urgency today. The world around you is full of noise that competes for your attention. People speak loudly about success, pleasure, and quick satisfaction. Yet many of those voices lead only to emptiness. My voice does not shout above the crowd because it speaks through truth rather than pressure. You hear it when your heart becomes still and when you allow yourself to step away from constant distraction. That quiet place is where my guidance becomes clear. When you return to that place of listening, something powerful begins to happen inside you. Fear slowly loses its control over your decisions. Clarity begins to replace confusion. The direction of your life starts to align with the purpose that was always meant for you. This transformation does not happen all at once, but each step of obedience brings greater peace into your heart. Your path becomes lighter because you are no longer walking without guidance. Many people search endlessly for signs of blessing without realizing that the greatest blessing is already near them. It is the presence of my voice guiding them through life. That guidance protects them from unseen dangers and leads them toward opportunities they never expected. The same blessing is available to you right now if you choose to listen. My hand is ready to guide you into a future filled with hope. Remember that I have never stopped believing in what you can become. I placed strength inside you that you have not fully discovered yet. I see the kindness you carry in your heart and the potential that still waits to grow. The struggles you faced were not meant to destroy you, but to shape your understanding and deepen your compassion. Every difficult season has been preparing you for something meaningful ahead. There will always be moments when the road becomes uncertain. In those moments, I do not ask you to solve everything on your own. I ask you to pause and invite my wisdom into your decisions. When you do this, you will notice that answers begin to appear in ways you did not expect. A sense of peace will settle inside you, even when circumstances remain challenging. That peace is the sign that you are walking in alignment with me. Write 999 inches, the comments, if you feel my presence guiding you through this season of your life. Let that small act remind you that you are not walking through these moments alone. Each time you acknowledge my presence, you strengthen the connection between your heart and my voice. That connection is what will lead you through confusion into clarity. You are not meant to live a life controlled by fear, regret, or constant uncertainty. I created you with the ability to rise above those burdens through faith and trust in my guidance. When you begin to listen again, the weight you carry will slowly lift. The road before you will start to make sense, and the purpose inside you will grow stronger each day. I am leading you toward a life where peace becomes your foundation rather than worry. Even now, I am preparing things ahead of you that you cannot yet see. Opportunities are being shaped, relationships are being aligned, and doors are being quietly arranged for the right moment. But those doors open more easily when your heart is willing to listen and follow. Your willingness to pay attention to my voice today is already the beginning of something new. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives, from crushing debt to dream vacations. This could be your shortcut to abundance. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Many times you believe that ignoring me would make life easier. You thought that moving quickly and following whatever seemed convenient would save you from discomfort. Yet you discovered that decisions made without wisdom often lead to heavier burdens later. The road that seems simple in the moment can become the one that brings the deepest regret I do not say this to remind you of past mistakes, but to help you recognize the value of listening from this moment forward. Your life holds meaning far beyond the distractions that often capture your attention. You were not created merely to move from one day to another without purpose. I placed a calling within your spirit that is meant to touch lives, bring light into dark places, and reveal the strength that I planted inside you. That calling becomes clearer when you walk closely with me. When you distance yourself from my guidance, it becomes hidden beneath confusion and doubt. You may wonder why I speak with such seriousness about ignoring my voice. The reason is simple. When people repeatedly silence the guidance meant to protect them, they slowly build a life that feels empty and heavy. The sorrow I warned you about is not something I force upon anyone. It grows naturally from the absence of wisdom and the distance created by ignoring truth. I speak firmly because I want you to avoid that kind of pain. Think about the moments when you felt a sudden peace after choosing patience instead of rushing ahead. Those moments were not accidents. They were the result of aligning your heart with the wisdom I offered. In the same way, remember the times when ignoring that inner voice led you into situations that drained your energy or left you feeling lost. Those experiences were lessons meant to teach you how important it is to listen. You are not being called to a life of restriction or fear. The life I offer you is one of freedom guided by truth. When you walk with me, you are not trapped by rules, but protected by wisdom. My guidance helps you avoid paths that would steal your joy and lead you toward opportunities that bring lasting fulfillment. The more you listen, the more clearly you will see the difference between these two roads. Write 555 inches the comments if you believe I am guiding your steps toward a better future. This simple act is not about numbers, but about acknowledging that you trust my direction. When you choose to express that trust, it strengthens your awareness of my presence in your life. Each step of faith brings you closer to the peace you have been searching for. There are people around you who also struggle to hear my voice clearly. Some have allowed disappointment to close their hearts, while others have become so distracted that they no longer notice the gentle guidance I offer. Your willingness to listen can become a light for them as well. When your life begins to reflect peace and clarity, others will notice the difference. They will wonder how you found strength during moments that once overwhelmed you. Do not think that you must have every answer before you move forward. Many times the next step becomes visible only after you decide to trust me. Faith does not require complete understanding before action. It asks only that you believe the one guiding you sees what lies ahead. I see the obstacles that you cannot see and the opportunities that have not yet appeared. That is why listening to my voice matters more than relying only on your own understanding. There will still be moments when doubt tries to return. Old habits do not disappear overnight, and the world will continue offering distractions that pull your attention away from what truly matters. When those moments come, remember the seriousness of the warning you heard. Ignoring my voice again will lead you back toward confusion and regret. Staying close to my guidance will lead you toward clarity and peace. The transformation of your life begins with small choices made consistently. Each time you pause to listen before making a decision, you strengthen your connection with me. Each time you choose patience over impulse, you move closer to the life I prepared for you. These small acts may seem simple, but they shape the direction of your future in powerful ways. You have already seen how quickly circumstances can change. A single choice can open doors that lead to blessing, while another choice can create struggles that take years to overcome. That is why I continue reminding you to listen carefully. My guidance is not meant to control you, but to protect the life and purpose I placed inside you. Remember also that my love for you does not depend on your perfection. Even when you fall short, My desire is to lift you up again. I am patient with your growth because I understand the challenges you face. What matters most is your willingness to return to my voice whenever you realize you have drifted away. Every step back toward me brings renewed strength into your life. The peace you are searching for does not come from escaping difficulties. It comes from knowing that you are not facing those difficulties alone. When you walk with me, even the hardest seasons carry a sense of purpose. Challenges become opportunities to grow stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. What once felt overwhelming begins to shape you into the person you were meant to become. Write 1,212 inches, the comments, if you trust that I am preparing something good ahead of you. Let those numbers remind you that hope is not fading from your life, but growing stronger. Every day that you choose to listen brings you closer to the future I planned for you long ago. That future is filled with purpose, protection, and quiet joy that cannot be taken away by temporary struggles. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking ritual that draws in wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds. You can do it at home. And it's supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are ditching debt and living in luxury right now. But this information won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. Do not let the seriousness of my warning make you believe that your story is already decided. The warning exists because your future still holds possibility. If your path were already fixed, there would be no reason for me to speak to you now. I speak because your choices still matter and because the life ahead of you can still be filled with blessing instead of regret. Stay attentive to the guidance you feel within your heart after hearing these words. When you sense that quiet direction, encouraging patience, honesty, or courage, follow it with confidence. That gentle voice is my way of walking beside you through every step of your journey. The more you listen, the clearer it will become. For a long time you have carried burdens that were never meant for you to carry alone. You tried to solve everything by relying only on your own strength, and that path left you feeling exhausted and uncertain. I watched you struggle while still waiting patiently for you to remember that my presence was always beside you. You were never abandoned, even when you believed you had been forgotten. My voice continued reaching for you through quiet reminders and moments of reflection. Many times the world convinced you that listening to me was unnecessary or old-fashioned. You were told that success depends only on speed, ambition, and self-reliance. Yet deep inside your spirit, you sensed that something was missing from that idea. The emptiness you sometimes felt was not weakness, but a signal that your soul was searching for the guidance it was created to follow. I am that guidance, and I have never stopped calling your name. Understand that ignoring my voice does not make life simpler. It only delays the wisdom that protects you from pain. When people continue walking without listening, they often discover that their path becomes tangled with confusion and regret. I warned you about the sorrow that can grow from that distance because I do not want your story to become one of missed opportunities. I want it to become a testimony of restoration and purpose. You have already seen moments where listening brought peace into your life. There were times when you paused before acting and felt a calm direction guiding your next step. Those moments showed you that my wisdom is not distant or unreachable. It lives close to your heart, waiting for your attention. When you choose to follow it, the path before you becomes clearer. Write 222 inches in the comments if you believe I am leading you toward a new beginning. Let this act remind you that your life is not finished and that hope still lives within your journey. Every step you take toward listening strengthens the connection between your heart and my voice. That connection will guide you through seasons that once felt impossible to face. I know the fears that still linger inside your mind. You worry that if you truly listen to me, your life may change in ways you cannot control. That fear is natural, but it is also unnecessary. The changes I bring are not meant to harm you, but to free you from the burdens that have held you back. My plans for you are not built on punishment, but on restoration and growth. When you allow my voice to guide you, something powerful begins to unfold. Old patterns that once controlled your decisions start to fade. The confusion that clouded your thinking slowly clears. In its place, you begin to feel a steady sense of direction that was missing before. This transformation does not happen overnight, but every step of faith brings you closer to the peace you have been searching for. You may remember moments when you felt a deep desire to become a better version of yourself. That desire was not random or meaningless. It was the calling I placed within your spirit from the very beginning. I created you with gifts and strength meant to touch the world around you. Those gifts become stronger when you walk closely with me. The struggles you faced were not wasted seasons. Even the painful moments have shaped your understanding and compassion. They taught you lessons that will help others who walk through similar darkness. I see how those experiences prepared you for something meaningful ahead. What once felt like failure can become part of the foundation for your purpose. Do not underestimate the power of small acts of obedience. A single decision to listen when my voice guides, you can change the direction of an entire year. A moment of patience can protect you from a choice that would have brought lasting regret. These small moments may appear simple, but they carry the power to shape your future in ways you cannot yet see. There will be days when the noise of the world tries to drown out the quiet guidance I give you. During those moments, you must remember what you have heard here. Slow down and return to stillness. My voice becomes clearer when you allow your heart to rest away from constant distraction. That quiet space is where wisdom grows. You were never meant to live in constant worry about what tomorrow might bring. When you trust my guidance, you discover that the future does not have to be frightening. I am already preparing the path ahead of you. Even when challenges appear, they will not destroy you because my strength will carry you through them. Trust grows stronger each time you see my protection working in your life. Write 1010 inches in the comments if you declare that your faith is growing stronger today. Let that declaration remind you that the story of your life is still being written. You are not trapped by the mistakes behind you. The future ahead holds opportunities for healing, growth, and purpose that you cannot yet imagine. The warning you heard earlier was not meant to leave you in fear. It was meant to wake you from the habit of ignoring the voice that loves you most. When you listen carefully, you begin to realize that my words are filled with both seriousness and compassion. I speak firmly because I care about the direction of your life. Have you heard about the top secret ritual the government wants to keep hidden? Imagine if a single 7-second ritual could clear your debts and draw wealth to you effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 leading neuroscience labs confirm it's not a myth. Struggling families are moving into dream homes with total peace of mind. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are not an accident wandering through a meaningless world. You are a life created with intention and value. I see every detail of your journey, from the smallest worry to the greatest dream hidden inside your heart. Nothing about you is invisible to me. I remain present through every moment of your story. Even now, I am arranging things in ways you cannot yet understand. Doors that once seemed closed may open at the right time. Opportunities you thought were lost may return in unexpected ways. These changes often begin when a person chooses to listen again after a long season of distraction. Your willingness to stay and hear my voice today is already part of that process. Do not return to the old pattern of ignoring the quiet guidance placed within you. Each time you listen, you move closer to the life you were created to live. Peace will grow stronger within you, and the confusion that once surrounded your path will begin to fade. I will continue walking beside you, giving wisdom and strength for every step ahead. Remember that my love is not based on how perfectly you follow every instruction. What matters most is your willingness to keep turning back toward my voice whenever you drift away. That willingness keeps the door open for restoration and growth. As long as you continue listening, your story will keep moving toward hope instead of regret. For many seasons, you moved quickly through life, trying to keep up with the pace of the world around you. The noise of expectations, opinion, and constant distractions filled your days until it became difficult to hear anything else. In those moments, my voice may have felt distant, but I was never far from you. I continued speaking through quiet impressions, gentle warnings, and unexpected peace that appeared when you slowed down long enough to notice it. My guidance has always been near, waiting for your attention. The seriousness of my earlier words came from a love that refuses to watch you drift into regret. When people continue ignoring the wisdom meant to guide them, their lives slowly become filled with choices that lead to sorrow. I did not want that to become your story, and that is why I spoke so clearly. My warning was not meant to condemn you, but to awaken you before the weight of silence became heavier. I care deeply about the direction of your life. There were times when you felt an inner pull telling you to pause before making a decision. That pull was not hesitation or fear. It was my spirit reaching toward you with guidance. Some moments, you listened and found peace afterward. Other moments, you ignored it and later understood that things could have been different if you had waited. Those experiences were lessons meant to show you how valuable it is to hear my voice. Your life holds a purpose that reaches beyond the routines you often repeat. You were created to bring light, kindness, and strength into places that feel dark and uncertain. The compassion you carry in your heart was not placed there by accident. It was given so you could help others who struggle in silence. When you walk closely with me, that compassion becomes a powerful force for good. Write 1,515 inches the comments if you believe your life has a purpose prepared by God. This small act is not about numbers, but about acknowledging the truth that you were created with intention. Every time you affirm that truth, you strengthen the courage needed to follow the path I am showing you. Purpose begins to grow when you recognize that your life matters deeply. You may still wonder whether you are capable of becoming the person you feel called to be. The doubts rising in your mind are often louder than the quiet confidence placed inside your spirit. I want you to understand that the strength you need is not something you must create alone. My presence supplies wisdom and courage when you feel uncertain. When you trust that guidance, the path forward becomes possible. There will always be voices around you that question your faith and challenge your direction. Some people will not understand why you choose patience when others rush forward. Others may laugh when you refuse to follow choices that feel wrong in your spirit. Do not allow those opinions to weaken your resolve. The guidance I give you leads toward lasting peace, not temporary approval. Every step of obedience you take shapes your future in ways that cannot always be seen immediately. A small decision made today may protect you from great sorrow tomorrow. A moment of kindness may open a door that changes someone else's life forever. The impact of your actions reaches farther than you realize. That is why listening carefully matters so much. I know the moments when you feel tired from trying to make the right choices, Life can feel overwhelming when responsibilities and worries gather around you. During those times, remember that you are not walking alone. My strength surrounds you, even when your energy feels low. When you pause and invite my guidance, you will discover that the burden becomes lighter. You may not see the full picture of what I am preparing ahead of you. Some doors are still hidden because the right moment has not yet arrived. Patience is often required before those opportunities appear. Trust that the timing of your life is not random. I am arranging circumstances that will align with the purpose I placed inside you. Write 1,919 inches, the comments, if you trust that God is working behind the scenes in your life. Let this declaration remind you that even when you cannot see progress, change is quietly unfolding. Faith grows stronger when you believe that unseen work is happening on your behalf. Your story is still moving forward. The struggles you experienced were not meaningless chapters. Each challenge carried a lesson that strengthened your understanding and compassion. Painful moments often become the soil where wisdom grows. I have seen how those experiences shaped your heart and prepared you for the future ahead. What once felt like loss can become part of the strength that guides others. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money attracting brainwaves on autopilot. Supported by science and 4 elite labs, this home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners. But this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. You may also notice that the more you listen to my voice, the more peaceful your thoughts become. Anxiety slowly loses its power when you trust that guidance is leading you forward. Even when circumstances remain difficult, a quiet confidence begins to rise inside you. That confidence comes from knowing that you are not navigating life alone. My presence surrounds you every day. The warning you heard earlier was a call to awaken, not a sentence of doom. Your future has not been closed by past mistakes. Instead, it remains open, waiting for the choices you make now. By choosing to listen, you are already changing the direction of your story. Each moment of attention brings you closer to the life you were meant to live. Continue, allowing your heart to remain open. When you feel that gentle pull toward patience, kindness, or honesty, follow it with courage. Those small signals are my way of guiding you through everyday decisions. The more you follow them, the clearer my direction will become. Soon, you will begin to notice that confusion fades while purpose grows. Remember that your value does not depend on the opinions of others or the mistakes you once made. Your worth was established the moment you were created. Nothing can remove the love I have for you or the plan I prepared for your life. Even when you stumble, the path back to me remains open. For a long time, you believed that ignoring my voice would make your life simpler. You thought that moving quickly and deciding everything on your own would protect you from difficulty. Yet, you discovered that rushing forward without wisdom often creates problems that are harder to solve later. When people walk without guidance, the road slowly becomes filled with confusion. I have watched those moments in your life, not with anger, but with concern. That is why my warning came with seriousness, because I wanted to stop you before regret could grow deeper. There were many times when my voice tried to reach you through quiet moments. You may remember the sudden feeling that told you to wait before making a decision. Sometimes you felt peace encouraging you toward a better choice. Yet other times you ignored that guidance and followed your own path. Even in those moments, I did not abandon you. I stayed beside you, protecting you in ways that you could not see. My love continued working quietly around your life. Your journey has always mattered to me. You are not a random life wandering through meaningless days. I created you with intention and purpose. The talents, compassion, and strength inside you were placed there for a reason. When you listen to my voice, those qualities begin to grow stronger. When you ignore that guidance, they remain hidden beneath confusion and distraction. You have also experienced moments when listening brought unexpected peace. Perhaps there was a time when you chose patience instead of acting quickly. And later, you realized that decision protected you from trouble. Those moments were signs that my wisdom was working in your life. They were reminders that the quiet guidance you feel is not imaginary, but real. My voice often speaks softly, but its impact on your life is powerful. Write 1,717 inches in the comments if you believe God is guiding you even through difficult seasons. This simple action is a reminder that you are not alone. Every time you acknowledge my presence, your awareness of my guidance becomes stronger. Faith grows when you allow your heart to recognize that I am working in your life. The warning you heard earlier was not meant to trap you in fear. It was meant to awaken your attention. When people continue ignoring truth, their lives slowly become shaped by decisions that lead to sorrow. I did not want that pattern to continue in your life. That is why I spoke firmly, so you would stop and listen. Sometimes love must speak clearly in order to protect someone from harm. You may still feel uncertain about what lies ahead. The future often appears unclear because you cannot see everything that is being prepared. Yet, I see the path before you with perfect clarity. I know the doors that will open at the right time, and the opportunities that will appear when you are ready. Trusting my guidance means believing that your life is being led towards something meaningful. Your past mistakes do not cancel the purpose I placed inside you. Too many people believe that failure ends their chance for a better future. That belief is not true. I can restore what feels lost and bring new direction to your life. When you choose to listen again, you give that restoration room to begin. The struggles you faced were not wasted years. They taught you lessons about patience, compassion, and resilience. Those lessons will help you guide others who feel lost in their own darkness. Your story can become a source of hope for people who believe their lives have no direction. The pain you once carried can transform into wisdom that helps others rise. You will notice that the more you listen, the calmer your mind becomes. Worry loses its power when you trust the guidance that is leading you forward. Even when problems appear, you will sense a quiet assurance inside your spirit. That assurance comes from knowing that I am walking beside you. My presence is the foundation of the peace you seek. Do not allow the distractions of the world to pull your attention away again. Many voices will try to convince you that my guidance is unnecessary. Some will say that life should be lived without restraint or reflection. Yet, those same voices often lead people toward emptiness and regret. My voice leads toward clarity and purpose. Write 777 inches the comments if you trust that God is protecting your path. Let that declaration strengthen your faith today. When you express trust, you remind yourself that your life is not guided by chance. My hand is working quietly in ways that you cannot always see. There will still be moments when doubt tries to return. Old habits can attempt to pull you back into patterns of distraction. During those times, remember the seriousness of the warning you heard. Ignoring my voice again will only lead back to confusion. Listening will keep you moving toward the peace that your heart longs for. Why are so many claiming this CIA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA ritual is the real deal, and it's potent. A 7-second brainwave hack, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people leap from broke to abundant dream homes, cars, trips. It's all within reach. But this video could disappear any time from the internet. So, click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it's gone forever. The transformation of your life does not happen through one dramatic moment alone. It grows through daily decisions to listen, reflect, and act with wisdom. Each time you pause to hear my guidance, you strengthen the direction of your future. Small acts of obedience often lead to the greatest changes. You are capable of becoming far more than you once believed. I see the potential inside you. Even when you struggle to see it yourself, the courage you need will grow as you continue walking with me. Strength appears when faith replaces fear. Your journey forward will reveal gifts and abilities that have been waiting patiently within you. Remember that my love for you is constant. It does not disappear when you make mistakes or struggle with doubt. My desire has always been to guide you toward a life filled with peace and purpose. That desire remains the same today. By listening now, you are opening the door to the future. I prepared for you for many years. You tried to manage everything alone. You carried worries that grew larger with each passing day. You believed that strength meant solving every problem without help. Yet, I watched you through every difficult moment, waiting patiently for you to remember that you were never meant to walk through life by yourself. My presence has always been beside you. Even in the seasons when you felt forgotten, there were nights when you felt overwhelmed by thoughts and uncertainty. Your mind searched for answers, while your heart quietly asked for relief. During those moments, my voice was still near, trying to calm your fears. Sometimes, you sensed a gentle peace that came without explanation. That peace was my presence surrounding you, reminding you that you were not alone. The seriousness of my earlier warning came from the love that refuses to give up on you. I know how easily people drift away from wisdom when distractions become louder than truth. When that happens, their lives slowly move toward decisions that lead to sorrow. I did not want that pattern to continue in your story. That is why I spoke firmly to call your attention back before regret could take root. Your life has always carried purpose that extends beyond what you see today. You were created with gifts that can encourage others and bring light into difficult places. The kindness you show, the compassion you feel, and the strength you have developed through hardship are all part of the design I placed within you. When you listen to my voice, those qualities grow stronger and begin to shape the world around you. Write 999 inches in the comments if you believe God is still working in your life right now. This declaration may seem small, but it reminds your heart that hope has not disappeared. Faith becomes stronger when you acknowledge that I am guiding your steps. Even in moments when you cannot see the full picture, my presence is still leading you forward. You may look back at past choices and wish you had listened sooner. Regret can sometimes whisper that the opportunity for change has already passed. I want you to understand something clearly. Your future is not locked by yesterday's mistakes. Every new moment offers the chance to walk in a different direction. When you choose to listen today, the path of restoration begins immediately. Many people believe that change must happen through sudden dramatic events. In truth, transformation often begins through small decisions, repeated with faith. Each time you pause and allow my guidance to shape your actions, you move closer to the life you were meant to live. Over time, those small steps create a new direction filled with clarity and purpose. You may also notice that listening brings a different kind of peace into your life. It is not the temporary comfort that disappears when problems arise. It is a deeper assurance that remains steady, even during challenges. That peace grows because you know that your steps are no longer guided only by your own understanding. My wisdom becomes the light that leads you forward. There will still be moments when the world tries to pull your attention away again. Distractions will appear, and voices will try to convince you that listening to me is unnecessary. During those moments, remember the truth you are hearing now. The guidance I offer is not meant to restrict you, but to protect the life I created you to live. My voice leads toward freedom that is built on wisdom. Your story is far from finished. Even now, there are opportunities being prepared that you cannot yet see. Doors may open in ways you never expected. Relationships may form that bring encouragement and support into your life. These changes often appear when a person chooses to listen again after a long season of silence. Your willingness to hear my voice today is already part of that process. Write 555 inches the comments if you trust that God is preparing something good ahead of you. Let this act strengthen your faith in the unseen work taking place in your life. When you trust my timing, you allow hope to grow even during uncertain seasons. That hope becomes the foundation of your future. You were never created to live under constant fear about what tomorrow might bring. Fear grows when people believe they must control everything themselves. When you trust my guidance, that fear begins to fade. You realize that the future is not a dark unknown, but a path that is already being prepared for you. My presence surrounds every step you take. The struggles you experienced were not meaningless chapters. They shaped the strength and compassion that now live inside your heart. One day you will recognize how those experiences prepared you to help others who feel lost. Your life will become a reminder that restoration is possible even after difficult seasons. Pain can transform into wisdom when it is placed in my hands. I want you to remember something important as you continue moving forward. Listening to my voice does not require perfection. There will be moments when you hesitate or misunderstand the direction at first. What matters most is your willingness to keep turning back toward me whenever you drift away. That humility keeps the connection between us alive. The more you listen, the more clearly you will recognize the guidance that speaks inside your heart. It may come as a gentle feeling, urging patience. It may appear as a quiet conviction, guiding you away from something harmful. Over time, you will begin to trust those signals because you will see the peace they bring into your life. What's really behind the 7-second brain technique that's making headlines and new millionaires? A stunning CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second brain ritual that's helping normal people wipe out debt and attract serious wealth, with proof from 4 neuroscience labs. This at-home method is turning financial stress into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations. It's all happening. But the government could take this down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Stay close to this awareness as you continue your journey. Let the seriousness of my earlier warning remain in your memory. Not as fear, but as wisdom. It was given to protect you from the sorrow that comes when people ignore the truth meant to guide them. You have already taken a step away from that path by choosing to listen. There were seasons when you felt distant from me and wondered if I had stopped paying attention to your life. You carried worries quietly and sometimes believed that no one truly saw the weight you were holding. I saw every moment of that struggle. I saw the nights when your thoughts would not rest, and the mornings when you tried to move forward even while your heart felt heavy. My presence never left you during those times. Sometimes people believe that my voice only appears in extraordinary events. They wait for dramatic signs and overlook the gentle guidance already speaking inside their hearts. The truth is that my voice often comes in quiet ways. It may be the sudden awareness that a choice feels wrong. It may be a calm feeling that encourages patience when others are rushing. Those moments are not coincidence, but guidance. The reason I warned you earlier about ignoring me was because I see what lies ahead of each path. When people continue walking without listening, their choices slowly lead them into situations that bring sorrow. I do not want you to reach a day when you look back and realize that wisdom was calling you, but you walked past it. My warning was given to protect your future, not to frighten your heart. Your life has always carried value and purpose. Even when you felt lost, there were gifts inside you, waiting to grow. The compassion you feel for others, the strength you show during difficult times, and the hope that keeps rising inside you, all come from the design I placed within your spirit. These qualities become stronger when you listen to my voice. They become hidden when distraction pulls your attention away. Write 1,212 inches, the comments, if you believe God is guiding your life towards something meaningful. This declaration reminds your heart that your journey is not random. Each step you take can lead closer to the purpose that was prepared for you. When you acknowledge my presence, your faith becomes stronger. You may still carry memories of mistakes that make you question your future. Regret can sometimes whisper that you have already missed your chance to live differently. I want you to hear this clearly. Your past does not control the possibilities ahead of you. The moment you begin listening again, the direction of your story can change. Restoration always begins with a willing heart. Many times, transformation happens quietly rather than suddenly. A small decision to pause and listen can prevent a mistake that would have brought years of regret. A moment of patience can open a door that leads to blessing. These small acts may appear ordinary, yet they shape the direction of your life in powerful ways. Wisdom grows through daily attention to my guidance. You may notice that when you listen carefully, a certain peace begins to settle inside your mind. Even when problems remain, you feel a quiet assurance that you are not facing them alone. That peace is a sign that your life is aligning with the direction I prepared for you. Fear slowly loses its hold when you trust that my wisdom is guiding your steps. There will always be voices in the world trying to convince you that listening to me is unnecessary. Some people believe that success only comes through speed and constant activity. They forget that rushing without wisdom often leads to confusion. My voice invites you to slow down long enough to make decisions with clarity. That clarity protects you from the mistakes that hurry can create. Write 777 inches the comments if you trust that God is protecting your path. Let this statement strengthen your confidence today. Faith grows stronger when you remind yourself that your life is guided by more than chance. My presence surrounds you, even in moments when you cannot see the full picture. You may wonder why I continue speaking with such seriousness about listening. The reason is simple. Your choices carry more power than you realize. Each decision shapes the direction of your future and influences the people around you. When you follow wisdom, your life becomes a source of encouragement for others. When you ignore it, confusion can spread through the paths you walk. Your experiences have already prepared you to understand things that others may not yet see. The difficulties you faced taught you patience and compassion. They shaped your understanding of pain and hope. One day, those lessons will help you guide someone else who feels lost. What once felt like suffering can become part of the strength that blesses others. Do not believe the lie that your life is ordinary or unimportant. Every person created carries a purpose that reaches farther than they imagine. Your actions influence people in ways you may never fully see. A kind word, a patient decision, or a moment of courage can change another person's path. That is why listening carefully to my voice matters so much. Write 1010 inches in the comments if you declare that your faith is growing stronger today. Let these words remind you that your story is still unfolding. You are not trapped by the past. Each moment you choose to listen brings new possibilities into your future. The warning you heard earlier was not meant to close your story with fear. It was meant to awaken you before regret could take root. I spoke firmly because I care deeply about the direction of your life. Love sometimes speaks with urgency when someone is walking toward danger. My desire has always been to guide you toward peace. You are capable of becoming far more than you once believed. I see courage inside you that has not yet fully awakened. As you continue listening, that courage will grow stronger, confidence will rise, as you begin to understand that you are not walking through life alone. My wisdom will continue directing every step. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that is changing lives in only seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual that is transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People who were once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret will not remain online for much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it is permanently removed. Stay attentive to the quiet guidance you feel in your heart after hearing these words. When you sense that gentle direction encouraging patience, honesty, or kindness, follow it. Those moments are part of how I lead you through daily life. The more you listen, the clearer that guidance will become. Your future still holds opportunities you cannot yet imagine. Doors may open in ways that surprise you. Relationships may form that bring encouragement, wisdom, and support. These changes often appear when a person chooses to listen again after a long season of distraction. By staying here and hearing my voice, you have already taken the first step toward that future. You have remained here listening carefully. And that choice already reveals something about your spirit. Deep within you, there is still a desire for truth. Even when the world around you pulls your attention in many directions, I see that desire clearly. And I honor it because it means your heart is still open. The distance that once seemed to exist between us begins to close every time you pause and listen to my voice. This is how your path begins to change. Not through sudden perfection, but through a willing heart. For many seasons, you felt as though life was moving faster than you could understand. Responsibilities gathered around you, and decisions appeared one after another. In those moments, you often felt pressured to act quickly, to choose without reflection, and to keep moving forward, no matter how uncertain you felt inside. Yet my voice was still present in those moments, quietly encouraging you to slow down. I was guiding you toward wisdom. Even when you believed you were facing everything alone, there were times when you ignored that quiet guidance and moved ahead with your own plans. I saw those moments clearly, and I also saw the consequences that followed. Some choices led to frustration and disappointment that could have been avoided. Those experiences were not punishments, but lessons meant to help you understand the value of listening. Even through those mistakes, I remained near, waiting patiently for you to recognize my voice again. Your life carries meaning that reaches beyond what you can see today. I placed gifts inside you that are meant to bring encouragement and light into the lives of others. The empathy you feel when someone else struggles is not accidental. The resilience you developed through difficult seasons is part of the strength I placed within you. These qualities become stronger when you allow my guidance to shape your path. Write 222 inches the comments if you believe God is opening a new chapter in your life. This declaration is a reminder that your journey is not finished. Every step you take toward listening brings you closer to the purpose I prepared for you. Faith grows stronger when you recognize that my hand is guiding your direction. The warning you heard earlier was spoken with seriousness because your future matters deeply to me. When people repeatedly ignore wisdom, their lives can slowly become filled with regret. I did not want that to become your story. My words were meant to awaken your attention before that pattern continued. Love sometimes speaks firmly because it refuses to watch someone walk toward sorrow without trying to guide them back.